Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Colts, and it comes your way next.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. James has got it, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback who gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round 1, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
On the ball now.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Mahomes throw here complete to Kelsey. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. On the give, this is their fullback. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes, and in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after here coming up. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Colts set to take over here offensively. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? Let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 75 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, he'll up to the challenge.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Let's go now. Ready.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
But normally, you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning, and now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Pass complete once again to Bourne. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, he got someone to tackle.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's James. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Mahomes. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
It's pretty easy to overlook the ballback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 37.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Holding offense.
Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays here, passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now it's Mahomes again. This is caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce, an 11-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Dances by him. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away. quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. Second down and 3. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney.
Still first down.
Full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round weekend. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
James now to return it.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, wide open receiver, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Mahomes now to throw. James has got it. Complete. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. It's the fullback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taking it about the 1. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens matching up against the LA Chargers. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC for the Seahawks. And they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs, as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for the Colts, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back
to Brandon in charge.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. First and 10, Taylor now. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
And not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's McKenzie. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. Right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
A great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Here's Mahomes to throw. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Mahomes going to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job of rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going...
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. That's one of those, Charles, when it works, it looks amazing, and when it doesn't, it means trouble.
Yeah, you're right about that one, partner, because that allows us to say, what are you thinking when it doesn't work? Although I know in his mind when he made the call, he was thinking about the amazing part. But in this case, I think the defense, they caught on to this fairly quickly, and they were able to force the incomplete pass.
On second down, it's Taylor. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force fourth down. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup of 38. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. On first down, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's James. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 20.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming out. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got her now.
Third down, here's Hunt. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They lost 2, and it brings up 4. So on fourth down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Now he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
One more.
53 yards.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had a strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. James will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here in the 1st down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Agnew now to return.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Hey, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's McKenzie. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They run again with Hunt. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return, here's Agnew. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So the Colts now down on the scoreboard. 44 seconds to go. They need a touchdown here to try to force overtime, but they've got the support of this playoff record crowd. 1st and 10. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
That's a great job working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock, and an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Now for the all-critical extra point. He's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime. And we've got free football, 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
Well, what a game this has been, and now it'll take overtime to decide who goes on to the AFC title game. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Chiefs offense set to go. Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
From the 44, Mahomes, quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt, and he is swallowed up right back there in the scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 15 now. Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 23. Two big plays in succession, and Kansas City's on the move. They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up first and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12. And again, it's Mahomes. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and with it, they have taken the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And he returns this to the 22. And the Colts coming out now. This offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Cohen gets it again on second. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A field goal on this drive would extend the game. A touchdown, of course, would win it. It's 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
And now at this point in overtime, they know that they are in field goal range and 3 points is a must in order to keep this game going. But after that big play, they've got to be thinking bigger. They've got to be thinking, get in the end zone, get 6, and let's get out of here.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he completes it to Cohen. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Playoff lives on the line. 2nd and goal. Taylor will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
And Gay knocks this one through. And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Both teams swapping field goals on their respective first drives of overtime. So now, you know the drill. It's on the old school sudden death.
Yeah, it sounds exciting, doesn't it? Can I be a little bit of Dennis Downer here, though? That drive, able to go that far, yet they had to kick the field goal to keep playing. You would have thought maybe, could they punch it in and go ahead and end it?
We get more free football.
Oh, yeah, good point. I'm back up beat again. Forget the Downer stuff.
And out come the Chiefs now. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed, able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss?
Complete, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Mahomes will throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Samson Abuka just would not be denied. That that's a loss of 7.
Well, Parker, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Mahomes' throw on target to James. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. Here's the Chiefs punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment.
Well, welcome back to the divisional round of the playoffs. A second overtime moments away.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing with such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
We're starting to put together a nice drive.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
On second down, there's the option going left.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
From just outside of field goal range. 3 points, all that's needed. Here's 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 8 coming up. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 18-yard line.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime. Colts will play again next weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long.